Hi guys, it is Michelle and I'm here very quickly to do a quick review with you guys of this beauty that I'm wearing on my head right now. This is Nala from Amore, Reine of Paris. So it's part of the Amore collection, which is part of the Reine of Paris brand. Now, this is really quite a beautiful wig. It's a new launch for summer 2018. The shade that I'm wearing is Moccachino Rooted, which as you can see is kind of dark brown, light blonde blends with the brown kind of base rooting type shade. Now before I go further, because I forgot on my Havana Mono video that I've just done, I'm going to tell you the lengths quickly. So fringe bangs area at the very front, we have kind of 3.5 to 5.5 inch length. The crown we've got 4.5 to 6.25 inches from the crown. The nape is 2.5 inches long. And the wig is very lightweight at 2.26 ounces. Now, this is how the wig comes straight from box. I've literally, I can't even speak. I have literally just put this onto my head right now to let you guys have a wee quick swatch. So I'll turn around and let you see it. So as it comes from box, it does come kind of sat into kind of left-sided parting. However, this is a gorgeous wig. Let me show you the very front on it. We have this kind of extended lace front here. It does have a full monofilament top that you can change your parting, which we are going to do in a moment. It's fully hand tied, so anywhere you part that, you are going to see the hair, your scalp coming through on the cap. Now, inside of the cap, lace front. It is a double monofilament top. It's not the silky double monofilament, it's a very fine mesh layer that we have here, as you can see kind of through it there. And that's just to protect your scalp from the knotting that they have this layer here, so it's softer, but it is all very kind of, it's the net, so it allows a lot of air circulation through the top. Now we have the kind of stretch material, sides, back, 100% hand tied. We have a velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. It's an average size cap. We have the velvet ear tabs with the metal stays inside to mould it and conform it to the shape of your head. And as you see from the inside, you can see it a bit better. That lace front runs from ear to ear. So if you pin that back or start braiding it or anything, you're literally going to look like that whole front is growing right out of your head, which is really quite incredible. Very natural appearance. Now, this is the Moccachino Rooted shade. This obviously comes in a host of shades as well. So this is just the shade that I kind of opted to try. The beautiful Lana at Trendco sent me this. Now, this is actually quite a versatile wig. Obviously, if you want to fluff it all up, you can do that. You can tuck parts behind your ear to make it look like you have all that volume, kind of overgrown short style. You can split that fringe, you can change your parting up, however, or you can wear it kind of sleek. So I'll probably be wearing it. I'll be changing how I wear it if I'm actually totally honest with you guys. So it is synthetic, you cannot use heat on it. Now, one thing I thought when I'd initially seen the pictures was, I'm not really sure about the fringe area, and it's kind of a lot of volume and I'm not really sure about that. It's synthetic. Now, for me, I do steam wigs to change the shape of them, but that's not something everybody's comfortable doing. It's not something everybody wants to do anyway. However, what you can do with a synthetic wig, you can't use heat on it. What you can do, palm your hands, rub them together, generate a wee bit of friction, which generates a wee bit of heat, and then you literally can just sit those hands, press against the wig. Now what that's doing is going to flatten those fibres down, and the heat that you've generated is enough just to kind of press in and almost remold those fibres. You can obviously use products that are created for synthetic wigs. See, that's sitting much flatter already. And the very front, the front is the part that I do like to be very flat, very sleek. In regard to the rest, I quite like a bit of volume from the middle to the back. This is just a matter of personal preference. Style is always very personal to everybody, whether you've got bio hair or whether you wear wigs. You know, same as with clothing, with anything, everybody is unique and you all have your own styles. There we go. Now, I have not done anything other than generate a bit of heat and press against this at the front, and you can see the difference. That had so much volume at that fringe area, and now it's kind of nice and smooth. Obviously what I would generally do if I want to kind of do anything like that and I don't want to go to the hassle of steaming my wig, I will maybe use a styling product. So I have some styling cream that you can use on synthetic wigs. Only use stuff that is created for wigs. So now I can just rub this on my fingers. I will be wearing this flatter at the front, so I'm happy to kind of add that. I know it's not going to damage my wig because it is created for wigs and it's for use on synthetic hair fibres as well as human hair actually with this specific one. So there we go. Already I feel that Nala looks quite different. I quite like a bit of volume at the back here. That's not for everybody. Some people will want the whole thing sleek, some people will want the whole thing with more volume. What I do a lot of the time, I like the kind of asymmetric look. So a lot of the time I'll maybe go for this kind of style, and then it looks like a kind of short, but it does look a bit asymmetric. It gives the illusion of it being longer on this side. It's not, but it does give that kind of illusion by tucking this behind your ear. Because you have that phenomenal extended lace front, that just looks really beautiful, and I do really like this. Again, this is a style preference. This is what I like. It's not what everybody's going to like. I do love that kind of look though. Same thing here. I mean, you could tuck the full thing behind your ears if you want to. If you want, I like Nala because it's the one out of the three that I thought, I'm not really sure about. And then when I looked at the photos and I thought I'll need to check it out in real life when it comes out, and I'm so honoured to have the privilege to do this review, because getting to look at it in real life, and when I had read the lens anyway, I was like, this is going to be a versatile wig. It is going to be versatile, and actually I can look like I've got a kind of short bob, or I can look like I've got an asymmetric cut, or I can look like I've got short hair, and I like that. I love that it's lightweight. It is so lightweight in my head. It's nice and cool, which I like because I am not somebody who tolerates being overheated too well. I've got enough insulation throughout my body without having to add extra heat to my head. So I'm very much the kind of person that if I'm too hot, I'll just be like, wig off. And that's fine for me, but not everybody's comfortable to do that. Sometimes I don't want to do that, but I just am like, no patience, need to take it off. So with this, I don't feel that's going to really be an issue because this is so lightweight and it's so comfortable, cool, airy. This cap design from Amore was created specifically to be lightweight but also to be premium hand tied, which is very lovely and very clever. I'm very impressed with that actually. I love that design. So this is likely how I'll wear it a lot of the time. I will go between. What you can obviously do as well, I'm only doing all this to show you, I know you guys will probably know anyway, but you know, short wigs can be extremely versatile. I mean, if you want that kind of quiffed up type look, you can obviously go for that. Go for whatever you want. When it's in a box, it's a wig. The second that's on your head, that is your hair. It becomes your hair, it is your hair. It doesn't matter if it's growing out your follicles or not. If people have hair extensions, that's their hair. If you're wearing helper hair, whether that be wig, topper, extensions, hair system, it doesn't matter. It's yours, you own it, it's hair, vis-a-vis, it's your hair. So yes, this is Nala from the amazing Rennie of Paris, part of their Amore collection, summer 2018 range. It's really beautiful. So guys at Amore, guys at Rennie of Paris, you're doing a grand job. Thank you for such a beautiful cap creation. This is probably the most versatile short style that I have ever worn, and I didn't think I was going to say that, and I feel kind of like I don't want to do other wigs a disservice, but for me to be able to go from looking like, I mean, if you saw me just now you'd be like, oh, she's wearing a short wig, but then if I walked past you 10 minutes later and you know I wear wigs, you might think I've changed it if you saw me walking around with this sort of thing on, because then it looks more like a bobbed type of style of wig. So yeah, this is the kind of cut that I do very much like. I love the versatility, I love that whole asymmetric look. I love that I can flip between looking like I've got a short bob to an asymmetric to a kind of short haircut. I really love that one wig is giving me these options, because sometimes people feel, same as people with biological hair, same as people with like bio hair as well, often they think, I quite fancy getting my hair cut, but I don't think I could go for a short style because I'm kind of just stuck with it. At least if it's long, I can tie it up, I can wear it down, I can curl it, I can straighten it. Well, do you know what? If you've got short hair, you know, depending on the cut of your hair or the joys of wearing wigs when you change them, even with this one wig, you've seen that you can change the look of it, you can change the style of it. You just personalise it to suit you and what you love and what you like. And yeah, so this is Nala from Rennie of Paris Amore. Lana, thank you for being so beautiful and kind, and you are just a wonderful woman inside and out, and for sending me these for the purposes of doing a review. I love the opportunity to do wig reviews because, you know, what I like might not be what you guys like, what you like might not be what I like, but I think it's good to see hair on people who wear hair before you kind of invest in anything. If you are an online shopper, or even if you want ideas of things to go and try on in a salon, you know, I'm not doing this to say, oh, you must come and buy from me. Obviously, if you want to come and buy from me, I appreciate it very much. If you buy from Trendco, they're going to appreciate it very, very much. If you go to your local salon, they'll appreciate it, you know. So it's good to see what's out there. I love being able to show you guys and kind of playing around and sharing my crazy with you all, because, well, it's all I can share because I'm quite crazy. So anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've not already, please do subscribe. I will have more wig reviews coming up very, very soon. I am so backlogged with the amount of videos I have that I have to edit and get out for you. Also have a very fun collaboration coming up very soon with somebody that many of you guys may know, so I won't spoil that too much more, but yeah, thanks for tuning in guys, thank you so much, it's been a pleasure, and yeah, till next time, take care of yourself, don't forget, keep sparkling, be your very own beautiful, just remember that you're wonderful as you are, you're perfect as you are, and yeah, I'll see you all again very soon with more wig reviews, wig chat, alopecia chat, life updates, maybe makeup, you know, wee bit of everything. So take care of yourself guys, and love to you all. Bye! Mwah.